Everyone, welcome back to Adventures of Well on Me, and today we're going to be taking a look at issue 15 of the Mortal Realms. I'm just going to open it up quickly and then we'll take a look at what we've got inside. So we have some bases for our buildings that we've previously built. So we've got these here. We've painted these up already a little bit, and these will slot over different spots here. So that's going to be interesting, working out exactly which one goes to which. And then we've also got some extra scenery parts here, so some gates, which we had some gates left over in a previous issue that I believe might be going on here. We've also got a little statue here, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I'm excited to get into doing this terrain. The terrain was actually as easy as it is to paint because it was all like greys with like dry brushing. It was also difficult to paint because you couldn't see where the paint was exactly each time you went to do something. But let's take a look. I'm going to grab the other camera here and let's take a look at the issue here. We have the Mortal Realms there, and it's got it all painted up with the statue and the little fencing and gate there. So it's the Sigmarite Mausoleum Part 2. So we're learning about the Flesh-Eater Courts as well, and new rules to play through. So I'm starting to run out of space because I've got all my army there. So we have Children of the Storm. So again, going into more of the different factions, or I guess factions, different groups of the Stormcast Eternals with their different paints. And then we've got the Realm Gate Wars, so some history. I always like these, sort of like the lore part of the Mortal Realms. I think it's really cool just reading about like this fantasy world history and the events that happened. So we've got some information on the Flesh-Eater Courts here, and goes down through Mordants, Courtiers, the Abhorrent Curse, so it's a bit of history there. And then we've got the Court of the Cannibal King. Ooh, so this is a battle history here you can read through. Again, this isn't something that I'm reading through during like everything on the channel. It's something that we're just glimpsing to see what comes in each issue, and then I build the pieces and go from there. So we have the how to paint the mausoleum. I guess it's pretty easy for this one. You're cutting it all out and then painting it and assembling it sort of after, I guess. So in this, you'll gather components of the image shown. Make sure that you have gathered them all before you begin your painting. So this part here, this little cross, goes onto one of the buildings we built previously. It's using the same 4 paints. I got some new Corax White as well. Ordered some of that because I was running low, but we painted black. Put some dry brush of Cantor Blue, some Corax White. And then when we finish painting it all, we assemble it. That's pretty cool. So, saying here we've got individual tomb walls and fences that are not glued to each other, so they can be set up in a variety of ways in your games. So that's cool. We don't actually glue them together because you can change how you want it to do it. We've got Charge of the Harrow. So this is a game rule set mode, whatever, which is introducing the full terrain there, which is pretty cool. Looks pretty awesome to go through and start adding in extra details of how to move around terrains there in your gameplay. Yeah, that's awesome. And then we look in here, we have the next issues. We've got issue 16 coming with more Secateurs and Castigators, and then we have the Dead Scythe Harridans here, which is interesting there in itself. So I am going to be cutting out all these pieces. I'm not going to paint them just at the moment. I'm just going to get them out and clean them up a little bit, and go from there. So let's get started on that. I just finished dry brushing, painting, dry brushing, and assembling, gluing together the Sigmarite mausoleum from our Age of Sigmar collection. It has been a couple weeks since I got this magazine. In fact, I had a little bit of a hiatus, which I talked about over Christmas, and then I came back to it all. Ended up going really slowly on it with the painting. It was just taking a little bit of time, so I thought I didn't want to rush it. I didn't record all my episodes of me painting because that took me quite some time. And I finally came to finishing this off today, and I have had another delivery of magazines since. Another reason why this took me so long is I had to go get a COVID test because I wasn't feeling well and I was showing a lot of the symptoms, which meant I then had to isolate, and I just wasn't feeling well enough to really paint. And then I got really exhausted, I guess, trying to catch back up with the work I missed planning and for CRTs to come and teach my class, and then having to go back in and catch up what I missed out on. And then Victoria has gone into a temporary lockdown, so I was planning all online education again for temporary time period, so it just kept getting pushed back and not on my agenda anymore. But I'll give you a quick close-up and I'll wrap up at the end of that, so I hope you did enjoy watching this. It's taken a bit longer. I am looking forward to getting into my next set of issues. They've delivered the second binder with my previous delivery as well, so I've actually got the first 20 issues, so we're a quarter of the way through already, because it's 80 issues, so that's exciting. Seeing some progress and getting some decent figures, hopefully some bigger figures as well coming up too. So I'll give you a quick look at this and we'll go from there, and I'll see you next time.